This is BNN.
Bruin News Now is made possible by the generous support of C Spire, St. Dominic's, Orange Theory Fitness Hattiesburg, Salamukis Madison, Blue Sky Landscaping and Maintenance, Bank Plus, and these fine sponsors. This week on the show, St. Joe ushered in the season of Lent with Ash Wednesday Mass. Bruin Baseball has its home opener for the 2024 season tonight at DM Howie Field. Winter's not done yet. Look for a chilly weekend with overcast skies today and Saturday. Weather, sports, and all the news are next. Bruin News Now for Friday, February 16, 2024 begins right now. From the BNN headquarters on the campus of St. Joseph Catholic School in Madison, this is Mississippi's high school news leader, state's #1 student-produced weekly newscast, Bruin News Now.
Hello everyone, I'm Zanaya Purvis.
And I'm John Gibson Etherly. We've had a lot going on this week here at the Joe. Mardi Gras started us off this week, followed immediately by Ash Wednesday. And don't forget basketball, archery, and baseball.
Life certainly doesn't stop here, especially with just 3 weeks left in the end of the third quarter and spring break. Oh yeah, it's progress report week. The last one this quarter goes out to parents on Friday.
Right now though, let's talk about Ash Wednesday, a holy day of prayer and fasting, as well as the first day of Lent. A 6-week period of penitence we practice before we celebrate the death and resurrection of Jesus on Easter.
Here at the Joe, we marked Ash Wednesday and the start of Lent with our annual Ash Wednesday Mass. BNN's Adam Williams has more on what Ash Wednesday is and how St. Joe celebrates.
Instead of giving up something like a lot of people, I plan to pray every night and instead give my time to God.
So for this Lent, I'm giving up TikTok.
For Lent, I'm reducing the time I spend on social media.
Those students will be honoring their commitments for the next 40 days. Why? Well, because this Wednesday marks the start of Lent, a time of prayer, fasting, and almsgiving in the Catholic Church.
The Lord is saying to change our actions more so than our feelings. And so we want to be particularly mindful of our actions throughout Lent. We, as fallen human beings, need a regular reminder for that, really every day. We maybe even more than once a day, we need a reminder to watch out on our actions because we tend to become self-centered.
St. Joe celebrated the start of Lent with Ash Wednesday Mass in the auditorium. Students were marked with a cross of ash, as is tradition in the church.
So the ashes are an outward sign of repentance and again, like an outward sign of us trying to change our heart. And the symbol of the cross is a symbol of the Savior and the hope that we have in Jesus. And it's just a reminder to start over, to look at our lives, and with prayer, fasting, and almsgiving, think about what relationships we need to improve and where we need to grow in our faith.
As we said on Ash Wednesday, remember that you are dust, and to dust you shall return. I'm Adam Williams from BNN.
Thanks, Adam. I'm ready to see what this Lenten season is going to bring us. Lent is always a great time to get back on the right track with God. With Lent so early this year, that means Easter will be early too.
That's right. Spring break here at St. Joe will be the week of Monday, March 11th. When we return to school on Monday, March 18th, we'll have 1 full week of classes before Holy Week begins.
Of course, school will be out on Good Friday, March 29th, and Easter Monday, April 1st. Hey, we will also be out of school this coming Monday, February 19th for President's Day. Classes will resume at 8 a.m. on Tuesday, February 20th, so enjoy your day off.
For President's Day weekend, we're going to go up to Memphis and enjoy the long weekend and just have fun on our time off of school.
Honor Society inductions are set for 9:15 a.m. on Thursday, February 22nd, in place of our regular weekly Mass. Teachers have been posting the list of students who will be inducted in several honor societies. The induction ceremony will take place in the Fine Arts Auditorium. Students being inducted should wear their dress mass uniform. If there are any issues regarding your induction, contact your guidance counselor, Ms. Debbie Carrington.
Dr. Joseph Paul, president of the University of Southern Mississippi in Hattiesburg, will be on the St. Joe campus Tuesday, February 20th to meet with members of the junior class. Students will meet with Dr. Paul in the library from 11:45 a.m. to 12:15 p.m. So juniors, make sure you are there with any questions you might have about college. Juniors still have another year at St. Joe, but it's never too early to think about and plan for college.
Estefan Shafani, a 7th grader at St. Joe, is the MAIS overall spelling bee champion for the 2023 to 2024 school year. 100 winners and finalists from more than 50 schools competed last week, with the top 2 spellers from each grade competing for the overall spelling bee championship. Estefan then competed in the state spelling bee, placing 2nd in the 7th grade division.
It was amazing. I did not expect me to win. They weren't getting out. I was like, "Ooh, this is tough competition," and when I got the last word, I was trying not to smile because I knew that word, and yeah.
Coming up, Andrew Bonds has your cool weekend weather forecast.
And Adriana Terrazas and Jennings Kimbrell have the latest in Bruin sports. Don't go away, sports and weather are next.
What's good, Bruins? I'm Jennings Kimbrell.
And I'm Adriana Terrazas, and this is your Bruin News Now Sports Report. We start today with breaking news. The Mid-South Association of Independent Schools will consider a new sports alignment for the 2025 to 2026 school year that would split 5A and 6A schools into North and South divisions.
Schools in each division would play each other in games that would count in the final standings, and at the end of the sports season, the 6A schools in both divisions would play each other for the 6A MAIS championship, and at the same time, 5A schools would play each other for the 5A MAIS championship.
St. Joe would be in the North Division and a 5A school, while St. Joe would play Jackson Academy and MRA, the only 6A schools in that division. The Bruins would also play 5A schools, Bio Academy, Starkville Academy, Magnolia Heights, and Pillow Academy.
The move follows St. Joe's request for the Bruins to drop back down from 6A competition back to 5A. The Bruins have been competing as members of 6A ever since this fall.
Nothing is final. This is simply a proposal that the MAIS will consider. For next year, it appears that athletic competition will continue the same way as this year.
In other news this week, Bruin basketball played in the 6A playoff bracket.
The Bruins started their playoffs off at MRA against Jackson Prep. The Bruins fell to the Patriots in a tough game, 61-42.
The girls basketball team also played at Jackson Prep and fell 69-40. Both teams are resting for this coming year and ready for the next year. Meanwhile, the spring season is off to a strong start. Baseball, track, tennis, and archery have all begun their seasons.
Tennis started their season off on Tuesday, playing in a scrimmage against Jackson Academy, Jackson Prep, and Madison Central. On Thursday, they traveled away to Richland High School and played well.
Track also started their season off this week with a meet at Richland High School. The Bruins fared well in their first meet of the 2024 season. Last week, the baseball team played against Lamar and beat the Raiders 8-1. Here to talk about the big game last week is varsity captain Vince Glorioso. Hey Vince, thanks for joining us on set, man.
Thank you all. Glad to be here.
So we just got a couple questions to ask you. How important is it having such a experienced team and having 9 seniors to lead?
You know, in baseball, you need guys that can just go out there and perform, and experience is the best thing for that. 9 seniors, we've been here a long time.
Yep.
Half of them been here since 7th grade, and that's just the best thing we need.
So what are the team's hopes and expectations for the season this year?
Mainly the hopes and expectations are just to compete. Right now we're in the time before conference play. We got a bunch of games before spring break, and after spring break we jump into conference where we go against MRA and Prep and all of them. So mainly just to win as many games as we can and compete to the best of our ability.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for joining us, Vince.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
One more thing before we go. Congratulations to senior Lonnie Smith for signing to play football at Colin. He will be an outside linebacker there.
Well, that's it for this week's edition of the Bruin News Now Sports Report. I'm Adriana Terrazas.
Whoa, not yet. Guys, come out to the game tonight at DM Howie Field, JV at 5, varsity at 7. Come get you some catfish and watch some ball. I'm Jennings Kimbrell.
Have a great weekend.
Go
Bruins.
What's going on, Bruins? This is King of the Clouds, Andrew Bonds, back to report the weekend weather forecast. The weather wizard casted a spell to become the greatest weather reporter in the world, but I guess I just turned him into me. As for the forecast this weekend, it shows fluctuating temperatures hovering around that mid-60s to lower 30s mark. Today's forecast is showing some cloudy skies with temperatures of up to 70 degrees combined with a low of 37, carrying along with a 16% chance of rain. So if you're coming out to support the Bruin baseball team tonight, you may want to coat. As for Saturday, you should expect cloudy skies coming along with temperatures at a high of 46 degrees paired with a low of 30. However, you should stay dry as there's a 14% chance of rain. As for Sunday, you can expect sunny skies with temperatures coming at a high of 55 degrees combined with a low of 31, paired along with a 2% chance of rain. It's going to be a chilly weekend, so don't forget, keep out of the wind, find some warmth, and remember, stay cozy. I'm Andrew Bonds reporting your weekly weather forecast.
Thanks, guys. I'm excited to see how baseball goes. It seems like we have a pretty good team this year.
Earlier in the show, we mentioned Mardi Gras. This year, St. Joe marched once again in the Crude Toth Mardi Gras Parade in New Orleans, as well as parades on Fat Tuesday at St. Anthony and St. Richard's Catholic schools.
I was in New Orleans with a few of the Spirit Steppers, band, and color guard. I think I speak for all the students that went there when I say it was a lot of fun this year. Long, but fun.
BNN's Stella McCarty has more.
As Catholics, right before we begin the Lenten season, we celebrate Mardi Gras, a day where you get to party and eat before we enter the Lenten season. Whereas Catholics, we fast, give alms, and pray. But in New Orleans, it's more than just one day celebration. Mardi Gras begins the Thursday before Fat Tuesday. And this year, St. Joe participated in the Crew of Toth Parade, which is the largest Sunday afternoon parade, for their 4th year. The band, Spirit Steppers, and Color Guard marched the 6-mile route, taking about 4.5 hours. Stopping only once for 40 minutes due to technical difficulties. Many students look forward to the event all year because it's really an experience like no other.
The Toth Parade is like, you get to look forward to it, you get to hang out with all your friends. The bus ride there is really fun. Marching the parade's okay, but it's still something I look forward to every year.
Getting to perform at Mardi Gras in front of the streets lined with people is something not every high school student gets to do. For seniors, this was their last year to perform at Mardi Gras, after many of them have been performing for the Crew of Toth Mardi Gras Parade for 3 years now. It might have been the seniors' last Mardi Gras, but it was also many students' first time experiencing it, which can truly be an unforgettable experience.
This is my first time marching in Toth, and I'm so excited because it's such a new experience with all my friends on the squad. I had a great time marching in the Crew of Toth Mardi Gras Parade. I'm Stella McCarty for BNN.
Thanks, Stella. Mardi Gras really was a great experience.
That's it for this week's edition of Bruin News Now. Thanks for watching. Remember, we are out on Monday for President's Day, so have a great long holiday weekend.
Well, thanks for watching. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the BNN YouTube channel, where you will find this episode and an archive of all student-produced programming.
Don't forget to follow the BNN Instagram for more news and sports updates. And look for the next editions of our sports show, What's Bruin at the Joe, and the Midweek Pause. Both shows can be found right here on the BNN YouTube channel. I'm John Gibson-Adderley.
And I'm Zanaya Purvis. From all of us here at BNN, have a great weekend and go Bruins.